Hello there, I'm Yawande and I'm the other African sister, and we're bringing you the African way. The topic of today is the African men and where the hell are the fathers? Yeah. We're going to have two perspectives to this conversation of, the ones that are there, that are in the lives of their children. Personally, my father hasn't been there. I've been raised by my mother since I can remember. And for Tara, her dad has always been there. And we're just gonna give you perspective. First of all, I just want to know, why is it that most African men, even the ones here and the ones in Nigeria, in Africa, are like, where are they? Why are they now being subjected to the ones who are here, who are either in jail, or the ones who are even working but still don't have the time to see their children? I mean, I don't understand it. From my perspective, I think if you're gonna have a child and you're gonna call yourself a man, you should be in that child's life. You don't have to be with the mother, but you should make yourself present in that child's life. It's not fair for a child to grow up without their father or without their mother. Your presence not being there doesn't, you just took away, you made a hole in a child's life. It's not fair to us, for those who don't have a father, yet they're there. Do you know the irony in that? You have a father, but he's not there because he refuses to make himself present in there, in that situation, in your life. Just because you didn't have a parent doesn't make it right for you to take yourself out of the equation. You made that child. You made me, so you have to be in my life. So, I just want to know, where the hell are you? Where are the African men? Stand up, like, make yourself known. If you're going to call yourself a man, that doesn't mean because you have a penis. I'm sorry. That does not make you a man or make you a father. Yes, you can procreate, but if you cannot take care of a child, you are not a man. You have anything else to say, Tara? I mean, I'm going to give it to Tara to give her perspective on this topic here.
Oh, well, I'm Tara. I'm here to give you the other side, There's always two sides to the coin, and when we talked about this subject, we agreed that we're going to do both sides to represent. And for me, I live with my father. He's a great man. He has been there for me, done so many good things for me, and given me advice, helped me go through, my personal issues, and pretty much taught me how to be strong, and to persevere and always look ahead and have faith in humanity. That's something that's very interesting, having faith in humanity. And that's one thing that my father has taught me. And I just wanted to do this also to represent the fathers who are there and supported their children, giving all they got, whatever they have to give, the advice they want to give, to their children. And for the rest of, you wish to speak? Yeah. Well, Miss Yawande wish to speak, Let me let her.
Okay, was I a bit mean? I didn't mean to be mean, but it's just reality. I see this in my nieces, I see this in my nephews, I see this in my cousins, and I'm not trying to generalize, but I just like to know, where are they? Like, you can't have a child and leave the child. You're forcing a woman to be a man and woman at the same time, and yet you want to drive her crazy because she can't be a woman. My mom has been forced to do that. I mean, it's not fair. For Tara, I mean, her dad is cool. Like, her dad is like my dad. I mean, I'm not saying I love my dad. I love him, I always will, but I feel like there's a part of me that will never be there, or I won't be fully whole because he wasn't there.
You didn't have that representation.
I didn't have that representation, and my mother did all she can do to be that father in my life, and it's not fair. If you're going to have a child and you don't want to be with a parent, nobody's forcing you to be with anybody's, with a woman that you don't love. But you have that child. That is your responsibility. Until that child is able to go, feed up for him or herself, you have the responsibility to take care of that child. As your parents took care of you and guided you, you have that responsibility to guide your child too. This is for any man now. Not even African men. But I think African men, you need to take your place and stand up and be the lead of the house and be the head of the house. I'm not going to give you respect. I'm not going to be submissive to you if you cannot do that. You can't call yourself a man or the family man if you can't take care of your child. Point blank. Okay, thank you. Bye.
And that is definitely true, because we all need fair representation between, like, parents. You know, you need your mother there and you need your father there, and you know, like, one person is not perfect, and you need another person to, you know, counter, you know, the other person. Because if I just had one parent, that would just be, you know, that'd be crazy. I'll probably be crazy, you know, because you definitely need that balance. Yeah, you need that balance, because you need, you know, if you are having trouble with one parent, you can go to the next one and they can give you some, you know, wisdom, some knowledge, you know, that you've never thought about before. Because we don't know everything. We are young. We come into this world. We're just trying to, you know, figure it out. So, we believe that you definitely need fair representation. And for those men who are not standing up, you need to pick yourselves up.
Man up.
And, you know, take care of responsibility, you know. To be a man is not to just bring a seed out. To be a man is to be able to raise and take care of your family and, you know, be able to bring something to the table, you know. I mean, that's what the Bible says.
The man is supposed to be the head of the... Yes, the man is supposed to be head of the household.
The reason why men don't get the same respect or anything, because they're not doing what they're supposed to do. And if the woman has to be a man, I mean, she's not going to be sitting there honoring you, because obviously she's working like the same doubles you're working. And, I mean, how are you going to work it out? You know? Like, the whole thing is that... when people get married, or you have to do those vows, and then they make the woman say, you must obey, you must obey. You must obey, but they are pulling off an old system which doesn't apply to the new system, because the new system now, the women are doing what the men are doing. If not more women are left with children. Men are just running around, and then they have this crazy thing called child support, where now it breaks even the family more, but they tell you, oh, it's going to help you, it's going to help you. It's going to help you to take money and have a man miserable and him complaining. And then now the man is not going to want to see the child because he's angry about paying money. And at the end of the day, who's losing? The child. You know, and all this crazy ass systems that now the government has to come in your home and tell you how to raise your child, how to do all this thing. It's making so hard on the families, and that's why right now families are breaking up. And what do you need to have a healthy and good,
man,
you know?
Rise up to your power and do what you have to do. If you're gonna have sex, you're gonna have a child, raise that child up. That's all I'm saying. If you knew you couldn't have a child, if you knew you couldn't raise your child, there's no point of having a child then. There's no point of procreating. There's no point of making a child suffer, because once you have a child, you do not have your life again. Your life now belongs to that child, whoever it may be. Just rise up and take your place. Yes, life is hard, but you knew that when you were having sex, didn't you? Exactly. I'm sorry. But that's all. That's just basic topic. We just want to know, for all the African fathers and just the, the fathers out there, we want your perspective too. Because this is from the children's perspective, and I'm sure a lot of kids my age feel the same way, and even younger. And we just want to know, what's your opinion? And that's about it.
Okay, give us your opinion. If you have a video response, bring a video response, and we can, we can always dialogue, nothing personal, just stating our personal experiences. Okay, bless you, and we are all out.
Shalom.
Shalom, African sisters.